The creators of Club David, Harvest TV Studios brings you Brain Power with Mark Gathige and Brian Baraka. Go big or go home.
Do what it does. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wadau, Wadau, to all the Slay Kings and the Slay Queens out here. Salute! Welcome to the hottest new show in town, the show that you all love.
Yes.
The name of the game is none other than
Brain Power,
where you either go big or you go home. Now tonight we have so much in store for you today. We're doing things very differently this very night. And trust you me, you need to get enough data bundles to keep you locked all throughout this live stream because you will enjoy every single minute of it.
Oh yes.
We are your hosts for tonight, Brian Baraka and
Mark Gathige.
Yeah.
Now, before we continue any further and we tell you, my friend, I need you to share. You who's watching us, look at us like this.
Like,
yeah.
we can see ya. We can see ya.
Do share the broadcast, start a watch party, put it on your time, take the link, put it everywhere and watch as a family. You can watch with your friends, I believe. Watch with everyone, tell everyone about it, and let's have an amazing time tonight.
They can actually follow the way we just call them. Wadau, Wadau Slay Kings, Slay Queens, gentlemen.
As long as it works.
And ladies, as long as it works, just do it for us this very night.
Now keep in mind, this is the second half of our semi-finals. Last week was the first half and my gosh, it was grueling for some people.
Really
it was difficult, it was challenging, it was something our contestants did not have a clue when coming in. And well, I would really like to say that tonight's episode will be easy and it will be a walkthrough and it will be something that our contestants will laugh about, but well, there is something we have in store for them.
And trust you me, it is not a walk in the park. And now to introduce our contestants for tonight, we have zones that are not strangers to this studio.
Oh yes.
They are people that you know very well. They came, they saw, and yes, they did conquer. And right before we introduce them, we have a short recap on how they performed on the previous episode. Watch it right now.
Did Jesus directly write?
None.
Who were the only two Israelites allowed to go into the promised land?
Caleb and Joshua.
Thessalonians.
THESSALONIANS.
Zone 012 with Jerry Jackson and Jedida. Which is the longest book in the Bible?
Psalms.
How many books are in the Bible?
66.
Nebuchadnezzar.
NEBUCHADNEZZAR.
Who is the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces in Kenya?
President Uhuru Kenyatta.
In which continent is Jamaica?
Europe.
First word is camouflage.
CAMOUFLAGE.
O F L A G E 007.
The men themselves.
You can
Zone 12.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. You get to proceed to the next round.
Zone 05. Why don't you give them a round of
Celebrate them.
applause? Celebrate them and tell them thank you for doing this for us.
Go big or go home.
Zone 07. Now is the opportunity to shine.
Use the contestants for tonight. Hailing from Zone
Zone 07. Now is the opportunity to shine.
Spawns themselves. That is none other than Paul and
07.
Martin.
Now is
Why
the
don't you just appreciate them and give them a round of applause as they walk into the studio. Karibuni sana Martin
And if you
Paul.
are from this zone, you had better be cheering in the comment section. Just let us know which team, which zone you're representing
You are
tonight.
representing tonight. And you remember, we told you that we are doing things very differently this very night. And therefore, we only have two teams competing head to head, fire for fire, to see who is going to come out on top and who has to go home this very night. And to introduce the other zone, last but not least, is Zone 012. With the two beautiful ladies. That is none other than Jerry Jackson and Jadida. Karibuni sana. Just give them a round of applause as they walk into the studio. Cheer for this zone because they are representing you.
People are even they began voting in the comments who they're standing with. Who they're standing with.
That's amazing.
And I believe we should mention this. Now, you are probably wondering why are there two teams instead of three? Now, this particular zone, which is Zone 005, they were unable to come for tonight, and because of it, they have been discontinued from the show.
Just like that.
Ouch! Yeah, given the fact that they were already in the semi-finals. So kindly make sure that if you qualify, make sure you turn up for all the events that are, or rather all the episodes.
All the episodes that are going to run. And I
Continue.
think it's high time that we tell people what the stakes are.
Wow.
Yes. So we're not competing for just small cash, but rather we are competing for $100. If you convert it right now, that will be about 10,000.
You should tell them it's not Zimbabwean dollars.
It's not Zimbabwean dollars. It's not Nigerian dollars, but rather it is United States dollars. That is USD. $100 up for grabs.
Is it too late to be a contestant?
The question is, if you come here as a contestant, will you be able to answer these questions? Because trust you me, personally, I wouldn't be able to.
I have the leakage, so anything is possible. Now, how are you all doing? Let's start with zone 12. How are you doing? Louder, please.
We are doing fine, thank God.
You sure? And Jerry Jackson?
We are doing well, by the grace of God.
Wow.
It's good to have you here tonight. And 007.
The men themselves.
But it's like men versus women.
We are doing okay by God's grace.
You're doing okay by God's grace. Looking into camera 6, how are you doing?
We are beaming with hope.
Hey, you're beaming with
The
hope.
man is beaming with hope.
There's some ladies and gentlemen who didn't hear zone 12.
Yes.
Tell us, how are you feeling?
We are feeling blessed,
You're
Feeling
feeling blessed.
yeah, and ready to win.
And ready to win it.
Someone's beaming with hope,
Beaming
and
with
this other
hope and
side,
ready to win
they
it.
are ready to win.
Eyes are on the prize.
So before we continue, please make sure that you share this link with someone, and let's have as many people watching tonight's episode as possible. Because keep in mind, this is the second half of our semi-finals. So after this, you never know who's going to go into the finals and who's going to go home.
Yes.
Yeah, now let's get on with it, shall we?
Yes. And now we have different categories for you to choose from. I believe that you watched last week's episode. Now we have 6 categories for you to choose from. And before we choose which category, I want you guys to just put your hands on the buzzer. I beg. I believe that all of you remember what it is. You want to just press it? Zone 12. Now Mark has a question for you. Whoever answers it first gets the first choice on the choices that we have to choose from.
Yes.
So we have different choices. We have technology, we have current affairs, we have sports, we have music, we have movies, and we have history. So you'll get the first choice if you answer this bonus question correctly.
Okay, so keep in mind it is up for grabs. So put your hand on your buzzer. And are you ready for the question? Yes. Closer to the microphone. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and your question is this. Who was the first governor of Nairobi? You buzzed
Kidero.
first? Sorry?
Evans Kidero.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
100%.
100%.
100% sure.
And you're 100% correct.
Congratulations. You're 100% correct. Now you have 6 categories to choose from. Which category will it be? Will it
can
be
look behind
technology? Will it be sports? Will it be current affairs? Will it be music? Will it be history? Or will it be movies?
Music.
Music it is.
Okay, okay. Keep in mind, what happens is one of you will answer for this one, then the other will answer for the other round of questions, okay? So again, it's 5 questions. Each is worth 200 points. And you have only 30 seconds to answer these questions,
Yes.
okay?
So, are you ready?
Yes.
So who is it going to be?
Jadida.
Jadida.
And your 30 seconds begins now. Which Kenyan gospel artist has a musical treble tattoo on her left arm?
Kambua.
What is the most popular genre of music in South Africa?
Zul.
What is the real name of Nigeria's gospel artist Sinach?
Pass.
What is the annual awards program that recognizes musical talent in East Africa called?
Groove Awards.
Finish the lyrics of this song.
In common bond united.
Congratulations, your time is up. Now, Jadida, looking onto camera 3.
Yes.
How do you think you perform?
I tried.
You tried. Well, let me run you through. You were asked which Kenyan gospel artist has a musical treble clef tattoo. The correct answer was Kambua, and you got that one right.
Yes.
Congratulations. What is the most popular genre of music in South Africa? Unfortunately, you got that wrong. The correct answer was Kwaito. And what is the real name of the Nigeria's gospel artist Sinach? The correct answer was Osinachi Kalu. And what is the annual awards program that recognizes musical talent in East Africa? The correct answer was Kisima Awards. Now, congratulations. You have acquired 400 points for your zone.
That means you answered
Why
2
don't you give
correctly.
them a round of applause for that?
Well done, well done,
Well
well done.
done.
Now, 007. Eh? Who's going to answer the questions first of all?
Me.
You, okay. Mr. Paul, looking at the categories that are there, which one would you like your questions to come from? Where would you like your questions to come from?
Sports.
Sports. You're sure?
Yes.
And who's going to be answering? Is it you or is it Martin?
Me.
You. Hi, so closer to the microphone. Keep in mind, 5 questions, 30 seconds. Each is 200 points. All right? And your questions and your timer begin now. How long are professional golf players allotted per shot?
Pass.
Who did Shawn Michaels beat to win his first intercontinental title?
Bret Hart.
What is the name of a person who controls a football match?
Referee.
Which country won the Cricket World Cup in 1999?
India.
Who won the King of the Ring 2020?
Pass.
And those are your 5 questions. With just that's a buzzer. Now, the country that won the cricket, I see why you said India, because India is like the most common, but the correct answer was Australia.
Wow.
Australia won the Cricket World Cup in 1999. And who won the King of the Ring 2020? The correct answer is Baron Corbin. And then, and this one was interesting. How long are professional golf players allotted per shot? The correct answer is 45 seconds. For those of you who did not know, it's 45 seconds. And finally, who did Shawn Michaels beat? You know Shawn Michaels? You're wrestling, yeah? Who did Shawn Michaels beat to win his first intercontinental title? The correct answer was the British Bulldog. You know him? That being said, you have scored for your team 200 points. I believe that still deserves an applause.
Congratulations, Zone 007. And now back to Zone 012. Before anything, if you remember in the last episode, as a banker, there was a word
Mortgage.
that you got wrong. And the entire social
yes.
media was asking how that happened. You want to look into camera 3 and tell us what happened there?
I think she owes an apology.
I think you owe an apology to the
Yeah.
entire banking career.
Okay, before I apologize, I would like somebody to come here. Then after that, we can talk.
Hey.
So they need to come here first.
Yes.
And then speak afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, so what will it be? Will it be technology? Will it be current affairs? Will it be history? Or will it be movies?
Current affairs.
Current affairs it shall be. And on to current affairs. Remember that if you answer these questions correctly, all of them, it will mean that at the end of this segment, Zone 012 will be in the lead. So no pressure at all. The pressure on you.
It's a semi-finals anyway.
So you have exactly 30 seconds to answer these questions correctly. Are you ready? And your 30 seconds begins now. What date and month did Kenya announce its first case of COVID-19?
March 2020.
True or false, the Peruvian Congress has approved the bill to authorize the medicinal use of cannabis sativa.
True.
Yes or no, one requires a visa to enter Algeria.
Yes.
Who took over as governor of Kiambu after the impeachment of Ferdinand Waititu?
Nyoro.
What the term BAE stands for? And time is up. Now, Jerry Jackson.
It's okay.
After this round, can you tell us confidently that you know your current affairs?
I am trying.
Trying. And now, Jerry, what date and month did Kenya announce the first case of COVID-19? You said March, but we say date and month. So the correct answer was 19th of March. Okay. And the term BAE stands for before anyone else. That was the correct answer. And so far, you have 800 points.
Whoa.
Congratulations, Zone 012. Meaning the team that's right now in the lead. But Zone 007.
They are
you
feeling
have
the
what it
pressure.
takes.
Boy shout, Atuna Begi. Okay, hi. So who's going to answer the questions this time?
I will.
You will.
All right, Martin. So out of these categories, which one would you like to answer?
History.
History. I think we should mention to our viewers that Mr. Martin over here is a teacher. So, yes, history. So are you ready, Martin?
Yes.
Okay. Your 30 seconds begins now. Who became the first person in space in 1961?
Louis Armstrong.
The United States of America was founded on which day?
Pass.
What does the R stand for in USSR?
Republics.
In which year did Queen Elizabeth become Queen of England?
Pass.
Which was the greatest empire of the 19th century? British, Spanish, or French?
British.
British is your final answer, just as the buzzer was hitting. Now, USSR, you're correct. The answer was republics. In full, USSR stands for Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. I'm sure our viewers did not know, but you actually got it correct. The year in which Queen Elizabeth became Queen of England is 1952. Okay, so make sure you note that. And you're also correct in terms of the greatest empire of the 19th century. The answer was the British Empire. And then, for the first person who was in space in 1961, it was not Louis Armstrong. Neither was it Neil Armstrong. The correct answer was a Russian named Yuri Gagarin. Yeah, that's it. I've added to your
I
note.
know.
But I've helped you, Cindy. Yes, thank
So
you.
much.
And finally, the United States of America was founded on which day? The correct answer is 4th July 1776.
Wow.
Yes, and that brings us, because you've answered two rounds, that brings us to the end of this particular segment.
Yes.
And you have gotten another 400 points. So please clap for yourselves.
Congratulations, Zone 007.
And we'd also like to just read a few of your comments before we go on. As we mentioned, you should take part in this show. Come on, let us know if you, for example, did you know is it Gagarin?
Yeah.
Did you know
well,
that one?
personally, I did not know that until we came this evening, rather. So just comment down below and tell us which team you are rooting for. Is it Zone 007 or is it Zone 012? Comment right below. If Facebook is not stable enough, you can hop onto YouTube. Just search for Jimmy Macharia on YouTube and you will get the live stream going on right there.
We have people who are commenting right now. I see Barbara Oz. She's in the house and she's clapping and she's saying, go teams. We have Michelle Wangare Mungai, who's saying Zone 12. She's standing with you.
Standing with you.
Yes, we have Margaret Wanjiku, who's just clapping. We have Grace Aquarius saying Zone 007 all the way.
No, I've just remembered a comment from a while back when Zone 012 was here. Someone said that Jadida should come for milk for an entire week. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah,
How did that go?
Did that happen?
We are still planning.
Well, as we plan, just share this live broadcast with somebody. Call up your friend, call up your brother, call up your sister, call up your mate, and let us enjoy brain power together.
For example, like the people, for those of you who are watching and I can see you're commenting and all of those things,
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you, the word bay,
Like bae?
like
Like who's your bae?
that one. What does it stand for in full?
Belovedosis.
There's a reason why you are the host and not the contestant. And just read a few more before we go on to the second segment.
Okay.
We have Mary Kuria who's saying Zone 007, pamoja tusonge. Yes.
Moving on, moving on, moving on.
Wanja Mungai who's saying leo ni more fire.
It is hot in here, and trust you me, Wanja, if you were here, you will be sweating more than these ladies on our left.
But you know the one thing that they're not doing?
Uh-huh.
They're not sharing.
Especially Wanja. Wanja, have you shared this live broadcast? Have you called somebody? Have you texted someone? If you haven't, Wanja, we need you to do it right this
now.
moment.
Oh yes. We'd like to tell you that you'll also get 100 USD, but no, not this
No,
time.
I think in Monopoly money you will.
In Monopoly
In
money.
Monopoly money you will, but not in real life. And now we're still going on,
Oh yes.
and we have another exciting round waiting for us. Now this is where we say we're gonna know how well you've been reading your Bible, especially during this COVID season. Have you been listening to sermons? Have you been doing your quiet time? Or have you just been chilling and watching Netflix? This is the time to know.
I believe Martins, like 007, they were the second team
Or the second
to
team.
answer all the 9 questions
Yes.
last time. So, well, we're not giving you
After
pressure,
Tabi and Laban.
but it is still fine. It is still fine.
It is.
So I think now here's what we're going to do this the same way we did when we began. So there is one question we're going to ask up for grabs. Answer it first, and you have the privilege of going on this board and picking your questions. All right. So hand on buzzer, and this is the question: which Old Testament book contains the prophecy that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem?
Yes.
Mika.
Micah. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And your final answer is very much correct.
Yes, congratulations, Zone 007.
Wait, I had an answer over
Yeah.
here. What? Did you say Isaiah?
No, I had something very queer.
What did you hear?
I think I had something like
Anyway, so Zone 007, because you answered correctly, where do you feel lucky? You have Gospel Fathers, Family Matters, Forefathers,
Forefathers.
God Sent Me, Out and About, and finally, In the Year of the Lord. I see they're discussing very seriously.
It's a very serious matter. High stakes going on.
What's your answer?
Out and about.
Out and about it shall be. Now, mind you, the rules are the same. You have exactly 30 seconds to answer 5 questions correctly, but the number of points have changed
Oh, yes.
from 200 to 500. So if you answer 5 questions correctly, how many points will you get?
1,000.
Huh?
So that's
Well,
five
are you sure?
Five.
times 5.
2,500.
2,500 is the correct answer. So if you successfully answer 5 out of 5 questions, you will acquire 2,500 points correctly. Now, out and about it shall be. Now, out and about is all about geographical locations in the Bible. So your 30 seconds begins now. Where did the prophet Jonah go to find a ship at Tarshish? Where did the prophet Jonah go to find a ship to Tarshish?
Pass.
The believers in which city were described in Revelation as being lukewarm? A. Sardis. B. Philadelphia. C. Laodicea.
Laodicea.
Which place is in Judah where Samson battled Philistines and killed 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey?
Pass.
Where is the valley in which Solomon's beloved Delilah lived? And the time is up.
Hey.
Now, zone 007. How was that?
Hot.
Just a single word, hot. How many questions do you think you answered correctly?
Maybe 1.
Maybe 1. So, on to the questions. Where did the prophet Jonah go to find a ship to Tarshish? The correct answer was Joppa. And what is the place in Judah where Samson battled the Philistines and killed 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey? The correct answer was Ramath Lehi. And where is the valley in which Samson's beloved Delilah lived? The correct answer was Sorek. And now with it, you have successfully not answered 4 questions correctly, meaning that you got 500 points for the 1 question that you have successfully answered. Congratulations.
There's still another round, so don't be upset. Okay? So. Now, zone 12. 5 categories remaining. Which shall it be for who?
God sent me.
God sent me. And who's going to be the one answering these questions?
Myself.
Your confidence.
Myself.
Yes, Jerry Jackson. So, God sent me is related to prophets and prophecies. Okay, in the Bible. Again, you have 5 questions. Each is worth 500 points. All right, they've answered 1 correctly so far. And the question becomes, can you answer all 5 in 30 seconds? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You're feeling confident?
By the grace of God.
So, your timer and your questions begin now. The prophecy of old came by the will of man. True or false?
True.
Matthew 13:12 is the prophecy of Isaiah. True or false?
True.
This prophet had a marriage to an unfaithful wife, representing Israel's relationship towards God. Who?
Rahab.
Who are the 4 major prophets?
Isaiah. Jeremiah.
Your time is up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the 4 major prophets are Isaiah and Jeremiah, Ezekiel and Daniel. Yeah, but you tried, at least you're halfway there. And the prophet who had a marriage to an unfaithful wife, the answer was Hosea. Okay? Matthew 13:12 is the prophecy of Isaiah. True. And finally, the prophecy of old came by the will of man. True or false? The answer was false.
Congratulations, Zone 012, Jedida and Jerry.
So out of those ones, how many do you think you answered correctly?
According to your answers, only 1.
Only 1. And according to my answers, that is correct. So you've added an additional 500 points. Congratulations. It's like you're tying now in this particular round.
Yes, now going head to head is Zone 007 and Zone 012. Comment down below and tell us which zone you're rooting for. Is it the beautiful ladies or is it the handsome gentleman on my left? And gentlemen, we have 4 categories left for you to choose from. Which category will it be? Will it be Gospel Fathers? Will it be Forefathers? Will it be In the Year of Our Lord? Or will it be Family Matters?
So time. Yes, Mr. Paul.
Forefathers.
Forefathers it shall be. So he's the one to answer this moment. Okay. Now, on to Forefathers. Now, Forefathers talks about the Old Testament fathers. And looking onto camera 4. Are you ready?
By God's grace, I'm
By
ready.
God's grace, you are. And you have exactly 30 seconds to answer these questions correctly. And you will get to acquire 2,500 points. And it will automatically put you right now in the lead at the end of this segment. So the ball is in your court. And your 30 seconds begins now. What is Abraham referred to in James' epistle due to his faith?
The father of faith.
How old was Abraham when he became a father?
90.
How many angels did Abraham entertain unawares in the plains of Mamre?
2.
Who did Abraham marry after Sarah's death?
Pass.
What does the name Moses mean?
Pass.
And you are done. You have successfully answered 5 questions, but not all of them correctly.
I see what you did there. Just adding tension here.
And now, on to read. How old was Abraham when he became a father? The correct answer was 86, but you said 90. Okay, moving on. How many angels did Abraham entertain unawares in the plains of Mamre? The correct answer was 3 angels. And who did Abraham marry after Sarah's death? The correct answer was Keturah. And what does the name Moses mean? It means lifted out of the water. Now, I can hear him whisper that these things are so hard. So from the answers I just gave you, Zone 007, please look onto camera 4 and tell me how many points you think you answered. How many points rather you think you got?
0.
0. And fortunately, you did not get just 0 points correctly, but with a capital 0.
Aye.
Like Z, you see how Zoro
That's so
zero.
mean.
The capital Z, E-R-O. 0
Hey.
is the number of points that you accrued at
Hey.
the end of this segment. But congratulations, you came, you saw, and sadly,
Pain in
conquering was
my
not your
chest.
portion.
Pain in my chest.
Zone 12.
All right, so zone 12. I should mention that there are people who are watching right now and they are saying, like there's Christine who's saying, zone 12, please. So the ball is in your court. This is your last rounds, rather, in this segment. So which shall it be? Choose wisely.
Family Matters.
Family Matters it is. Now, Family Matters, okay, consists of the genealogical life of Jesus, all right, and events surrounding his life. So keep in mind, 5 questions each is 500 points. So really try, and you have 30 seconds to answer. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, just clarification. Does not necessarily Jesus, but it is genealogical in nature. Okay, so 5 questions. There's your timer. Here are your questions starting now. Who did Joab and Abishai murder to avenge the death of their brother Asahel?
Pass.
Which woman was a prostitute in the genealogy of Jesus?
Rehab.
Which brothers were known as the sons of thunder?
Sons of Issachar.
Who married his brother, Philip's wife, and told him that it was not lawful?
Pass.
Who killed Lami, the brother of Goliath?
David.
Is up.
David. Well, I think I know why you chose David, because David killed the brother, Goliath. The correct answer for that one was a man called Elhanan.
Wow.
That is the one who killed Lachmi, the brother of Goliath. I'm sure. Did you know Goliath had a brother?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. He had a brother. You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So other than that, now who did Joab and Abishai murder to avenge the death of their brother Asahel? The answer was Abner. Okay? The woman was a prostitute. You're correct. It's Rahab. The brothers who were known as the sons of thunder. It was not the sons of Issachar. Hey, the correct answer was James and John, the disciples. Yes, and who married his brother and was told it was not lawful? The correct answer was Herod. And yes, as I've told you about Elhanan. So I think you can leave here with facts. So after that, how well do you think you did?
1. Rehab.
Rahab. And you are very much correct. You have gotten yourself an additional 500.
Congratulations.
So out of this round, you've gotten 1,000, yes?
Yes.
And zone 07?
And zone 07, out of this round, you have only gotten 500 points. But congratulations, you guys have come, you guys have seen, and last week, or rather the previous episode, you guys conquered. But in this episode, only one team can proceed to the next round, and sadly, one team has to go home.
There are people who did not know Abraham had another wife.
I told you, you need to do your quiet time whenever you come onto this show, because the questions that you will be asked,
Oh, yes.
are they simple?
No, they're not. But I should read a few. We have Gladys Kinoti saying, some questions at Goliath had a brother. Woo! Hey! We have Murioki Ndamayu saying, Lami what? My friend. It's Lahmi. Lahmi.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes. And we have Suoyasi who, how do you do this?
Let's show
Yes,
Let's show
yes, please.
Fafa.
Hey, and I see one Jamungai who's saying Bay is a Meru word cut from Bay. Mbay.
Baby. Like my baby. Now, this team still have a chance to redeem themselves. So, Zone 007, you can still be in the lead. You have what it takes, and all is not lost. We still have a couple of rounds for you guys to go head to head.
Yes.
And if you answer the questions correctly, trust you me, you will walk out of here a victorious man or lady.
Yeah, regardless of how they did in the first or second segment.
Yes.
Yes.
You can still come out victorious.
So 007, do not lose hope. I'm sure, just a reference, 007, even in the movies, he waits until the last second to pull some
very
stunts. Raya, this is your time, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so please, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Go big or go home.
This morning I am calling you
Come. Join us for our faith service this and every Sunday from 9 a.m.
Welcome back to the third segment of Brain Power, and this is the semi-finals. You got the first segment of Fire. What's coming next is about to shock people.
Yes, yes, it sure will.
Now, read the comments. Let's read the comments.
So reading on a few comments, so what can you see on Facebook?
Have Jimmy Bless JMM who's saying Zone 12 all the way. Go big! Zone 7 East or West. Home is best, guy.
Home is best.
Home is best.
I just want to log
Prove
on
them
to
wrong, please.
YouTube
Uh-huh.
and see what rather our viewers are telling us.
So we have,
Just a
as
bit.
you open,
Yeah.
you have Grace Aquarius saying Zone 007, go, go, go! What's happening on YouTube?
So my phone is still loading. Maybe you can tell us a few more comments.
Suo Yasi is saying hizi maswali zinatolewa wapi? We have this is Sandra Kenda at KCSE ilikuwa fair. Hata KCSE ilikuwa fair. But this one, OMG.
Now I can assure you, if you ever come onto Brain Power, the contestants are a living testimony. Was it easy for you guys?
Wait.
Yes.
You cannot tell people they got capital zero. That is
Wait, did I say that? No, that must have been my twin brother. Now onto YouTube, we have Martin F saying, oh no, congratulations, at least you have 500 points. Abby Koine telling us Zone 12, magnifique. And Joseph Mwangi saying, weh, sisemi kitu. Ooh,
My
and
goodness.
King David. Let's comment the trick and read. King David is telling us, you are doing good, guys. Big up to all the participants. So you can clearly see that you both have teams, or rather people, that are just rooting for you. And they want you guys to come out victorious at the end of this. So looking onto Zone 12, looking onto Camera 3, what is your strategy for going big and not going home?
God's grace.
God's grace is the answer. There you have it, viewers. They are hoping for God's grace. And Zone 007, looking onto Camera 6, what is your strategy for winning this show?
Not giving up.
Not giving up. Because this is where you go big or you go home.
now. Before we continue, to each and every one of you who's watching us tonight, have you shared this link with someone? Have you put it on your status? Have you begun hosting a watch party with your friends? Please, don't be that guy who watches alone or that girl who watches alone. Make sure you share with as many people as possible so that we can have an amazing time together. Also, let us know in the comments if you know the answer to any of these questions. Let us know in the comment section. Who knows? We could give you a proper shout out on this show, all right?
A really big up.
Yeah, and right now,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, it is time to play passwords. Password.
Yeah.
We should have like sound effects for that one, senor.
Yeah, we really do.
Just one word, a one-word clue to their teammate, so that their teammate can be able to guess correctly the word that is on the piece of paper that they shall be given. All right? Keep in mind, you each have 30 seconds to do this. 30 seconds. And each one is worth 1,000 points. So keep in mind, you can only give a one-word clue. The maximum number of words is 3. But the second and third tries, you get minus 100. If you give a second word, you get another minus 100 if you give the third word. So the lowest you can get is 800, maximum 1,000. Are we clear? Do you understand?
Yes.
And I believe it is safe to tell them that if you whisper to your partner
Oh yes,
the
even
correct
if you
word,
mouth it, yes.
If you try and murmur it, if you try and lip sync it or something, we will disqualify you from this episode. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to begin with zone 12. Who's going to be the password bearer? And who's going to be the answerer? I was about to say answer, but that would have been even worse. So, Jared, you're ready? You're going to be the one. Okay, so you're going to stand right there on that microphone. Okay. Keep in mind, you're not supposed to use any of the words on this. You're not supposed to tell her. Use words around, but not any of the words mentioned here. The minute you use any of these words, that's it. Okay? So this is your first word. Hold it. Okay? So keep in mind, one word clue and one word clue. Only maximum 3 words. Once you're ready, speak into that microphone to let your...
Skin. Touch.
Louder?
Skin. Touch.
Do you want a second word?
Yes. Burn.
Ah, you have used a word that is there. No.
And
It's
zone
there. It's there.
12.
So you cannot use that one. The correct answer was sunburn.
Sunburn.
So yes, you cannot use that word.
So
But
now,
better luck
zone
next time.
007.
Uh-huh.
Now, what can help you guys is the moment you are given a word and you have 30 seconds, the person behind the microphone can blab as many words as possible until you get the correct word.
Now keep in mind, for example, if Baraka,
Yes.
if the password I have is fish, which guesses can I give?
You can give school, you can give ocean, you can give whale,
Like words around it.
like words around it. Yes.
Okay.
And then you'll try and guess the correct word. Is that clear?
Yes.
So who will it be?
I will be the password bearer.
You'll be the
Password
password
bearer.
bearer. Kindly come closer to me. Now, I'm going to show you the word.
Your partner is not supposed to, you
So
should be
this
looking at me. Yes,
is
thank
the
you.
word?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
to the best of your ability, you're going to try and interpret the word to your partner. Is that clear? Okay. Now just step onto the microphone. So without using the word that we have given you, you can try and give a hint, and he'll try and make as many guesses as possible. And mind you, for every additional word that you give him, we deduct 100 points. Okay?
Okay.
And your 30 seconds begins now.
Fake.
Pretend. Pretender.
Asia. Asia.
Give him a chance to answer.
15 seconds. 14.
Continent.
Give
Country.
as many sorry, yes?
Country.
Give as many guesses as possible.
4,
Um,
3, 2, 1. And time is up. Thank you so much. Martin, please step back onto the podium. You want to speak into the microphone and tell us which word we gave you?
China.
China was the correct word.
Oh, that's why you started with fake.
That's why I started with fake and then went to country.
Okay. All right, so who's going? Okay, so Jadida. Okay, so keep in mind, you'll stand here. 3 words maximum to give to your teammates. So Njeri should be looking at Baraka as we speak.
Eyes on me.
That's your word. Okay? Okay. Closer to the microphone. And your 30 seconds begins now.
Read. Book. Novel.
Just
Page. Sorry? Page.
so you have 2 clues now.
Read.
She already used read.
Facebook. Messages.
And time.
Time.
Facebook was a nice guess.
Is Facebook the correct answer? I just want to know.
Just talking into that microphone, what was the correct answer?
Bookmark.
Bookmark.
Okay, you can come back. Yeah, this one is it's harder, yeah?
It's really hard. Now, because we're talking about Facebook, have you shared this live
Oh, yes,
stream?
that's a nice plug.
Share this live stream with somebody because we're all about Facebook and YouTube this very night. Now, Paul, I believe it is your turn.
Yes.
Please come closer to me. Oh, this is your word. And remember that you have exactly 30 seconds to try and give your partner as many guesses as possible with as few words as possible. Thank you.
Hi. There's your timer. Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Water.
Liquid.
He doesn't look satisfied. Keep guessing.
Air.
Put in mind you can just continue blabbing out as many answers as you want.
H. Oxygen.
Floating.
You have 3 clues now. 3 clues.
Hurricane.
And the time is up. Thank you so much, Paul. Please step back onto your podium and speaking onto the microphone. What was your word?
Bubbles.
Bubbles was the correct word. It was not hurricane. And it was not H2O.
Well, hi. All right. Who shall be the final one between Jerry and Jadida? Okay. So keep in mind, the only words you're supposed to give to your teammates are the clues. All right? Nothing more, nothing less. So with Jadida looking at Baraka, this is your word. It's very simple. You know. Hi. Are you ready? Your 30 seconds begins now.
Extinguisher. Fire.
Okay. Looks like you're somewhere.
Person.
2 clues.
Fireman. A person.
And
Actually, you can stop the clock. 3
Yes.
seconds. We'll give you that one. We'll give you that one. Congratulations.
congratulations.
You know why? The correct answer is firefighter. So yes, yes,
So yes.
fireman.
Congratulations.
That's an extra 1,000 points. Congratulations. At least.
You can see the joy that they have this very night. And without further ado, I want to invite Martin for the last word. So Martin, this is your word. Put in mind that you have 30 seconds to try and give your partner the correct clue.
Keep in mind, no words other than the clues to your teammates. Okay?
And Paul, I just want to encourage you. If you have as many words flowing in your head, just continue
All of them.
blabbing them out, and one of them might just be the right word.
Your partner will tell you that.
Yeah.
You never know, all right? So keep in mind only the clues. Those are the only words coming out of your mouth, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Your timer begins now.
B.
Hive. Honey.
And time is... You have answered it in less than 24 seconds.
How did that...
I have no idea how
Okay,
that happened.
I'm even stunned. Okay, yeah, you can clap
Well,
for
yeah,
yourselves.
clap for yourselves. That means that you just acquired 1,000 points. Congratulations. How does that feel?
Great.
It feels great. Now, if you're watching us from home, you can clearly tell that in Brain Power, you cannot tell who the winner will be when this segment just starts because it can change any time.
Hey, my goodness. So for each and every, we can see the comments are coming in very fast. And without further ado, we'd like to go straight into the segment you have been waiting for, where each and every one of our contestants gets to have a chance to spell their way to victory. Each one of these words that we're going to give them correctly spelled shall be 1,500 points. So regardless of how you've done in the first 3, if you actually answer all 3 correctly, you get 4,500, and that is a much needed boost for both our teams here tonight.
It really is. And now, will it be Jedida or will it be Njeri? Who will start with the spelling bee?
I'll start.
You'll start, Jedida, and you have exactly 45 seconds to spell these words correctly. So, Jedida, you will spell 2 words, and then Jerry will spell 2 words. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay, and your 45 seconds begins now. Bougainvillea.
Bugannivilla.
Integrated.
Intergrated.
Jerry. Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Pass.
Bus. Satin.
Santin.
And your time is there. With 15 seconds left, how many questions do you think you spelled correctly? Both of you. This was a combined team effort.
We tried.
You tried. Well, let me spell out to you. Bougainvillea is Bougainvillea. And integrated is Integrated. And filet mignon is Fillet and Mignon. And satin is Sateen. So, with that, how many do you think you spelled correct?
Nothing but not capital 0.
Nothing but no capital Z. Well, you were not able to spell any word correctly, but congratulations, you can still be victorious at the end of this show.
Okay,
Who knows?
Yeah, so let's see now. Zone 007, who's going to be the first one?
Me.
Okay, so keep in mind 2 words, 4 total, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
There's your timer. And your clock begins now. Spell zygomatic.
Pass.
Second word, meticulous.
Meticulous.
Next. Spell occurrence.
Occurrence.
Last word, asthma.
Asthma.
Okay, and those are your words. Out of those 4, how well do you think you spelled?
Maybe 1.
Maybe 1. And Mr. Paul?
Maybe the one I spelled.
Maybe that you spelled. Okay, so meticulous, you spelled it correctly. Zygomatic, it's Zygomatic, just like that. And occurrence, Martin, you spelled occurrence. You missed 1 R. So you spelled O-double-C-U. You were correct up to that point. Then, instead of double R-E, you said just 1 R. So the correct spelling is O-double-C-U double R-E-N-C-E. That is the correct spelling of the word occurrence. But we cannot leave you just like that.
Yes.
I know, Kwanza, there are some people on, I won't say who, but it could be on this side, but they're asking for a bonus one.
And before I give them the bonus question, there's someone on YouTube who's saying, it's called Kirema Laban. If Zone 12 lose, they're not to blame. There must be something wrong with that spot.
Oh yeah, there's something about this spot.
I can assure you it is not the spot.
Yes, we checked.
we counter-checked because this is brain power and it is all about you and your
And
power.
keep in mind, they were standing right here when they won last time.
Yes, they did.
All right. Okay, so hand on the buzzer. This is a bonus word, 1500 for any one of you.
Yes.
First one to buzz and spell wins. Okay? The word is surveillance.
Zone 007.
SUVEILLANCE.
Okay? Did you buzz?
No.
So you don't know that one. Then that one. Now, my dear friend, you have missed another R.
The first R in
The only
word.
R in the word surveillance. So there's something about R's that you and I need to sit down and talk after this.
But congratulations, you still have 3,000 points at the end of this segment, which is something to give a round of applause to. If you're watching us from home, why don't you congratulate Zone 007 for the great work that they have done. Not forgetting Zone 012 with the beautiful ladies on our left.
Now, just to read a few of your comments.
Yes.
We have Susan Kunzimanu saying, Ati mignon. So it was filet mignon.
Yes.
Yes.
And somebody saying, Mark, not everybody has the answers like you do.
I take that as a compliment. We have Jimmy Blessed who's saying, it's not changing. Zone 12, going big. Zone 7, going home. Hey, my goodness.
And King David saying, you guys are doing great. Big up to all the participants. Big up, you guys. You are doing such an amazing job.
Now, last comment is from Christine Naserian Njeri, who's saying, congrats to both teams. That is amazing. And we actually just also want to tell you both congratulations. Now, we shall not be telling you who's proceeding and who's going home today.
Yes.
Okay?
But rather, we will just tell you how many points that you have acquired so far at the end of today's episode. And now, Zone 012, the ladies came, they were so psyched up, and believe it or not, you have successfully gotten 3,100 points. Why don't you give them a round of applause for that amazing job that you have done. Well done, well done, well done.
And we have Zone 007.
Yes.
Just like James Bond himself.
007.
The last minute is when James Bond comes out and saves the day. And indeed, you have done exactly that. And you have gotten 5,100 points to your score.
Congratulations.
At the end of all of this, putting you in the lead.
Yes,
as it is.
as of now. Now, put in mind, we will not be announcing who will proceed to the finals, but rather we need you to just stay tuned and watch every single episode to know who will be at the finals of Brain Power.
Oh, yes. Now, keep in mind, okay, the teams that we have, each and every one of these teams, we are going to look at the scores, and the top 3 from the semifinals pool gets to proceed to the finals. So stay tuned, follow our socials for notifications on once this happens,
Yes. And I just want to encourage you that tomorrow we will have our amazing worship experience led by none other than the founder of this great ministry that is Harvest Family Church. He has been our uncommon mentor. He has been our prophet, and he has been our father. That is none other than Pastor Jimmy Masharia. So tomorrow from exactly 9 a.m., get enough data bundles ready to keep you locked in for our amazing worship experience.
Oh, yes. I should also mention that the first time I heard the phrase filet mignon was not on the internet. It was through our pastor and our shepherd, Pastor Jimmy Masharia. So if I were you, I would tune in tomorrow and just have we usually, trust me, every Sunday is such a blessing on its own, and tomorrow is no different.
It's not going to be different.
Oh, yes.
So remember that on Saturday we will be right back at exactly 7:30 p.m.
So which teams
will it be coming onto the show? So remember that we will have different teams.
Yeah, there'll be different
teams, different outfits.
Same time.
Same time, same place.
Same Jesus.
Same Jesus. So see you tomorrow at exactly 9 a.m. for our worship experience. And remember that you should always stay at the top because that is where you and I do belong. Have a great night.
Good night.